Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gamer channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. We're going to be taking a look at the Hero's Gauntlet. After the video, if this video helped you out, please make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. That way you do not miss any of our Final Fantasy XIV content. Starting off, this area will have multiple enemies that mimic player classes. So they will have AoEs that are similar to AoEs that the classes have. There will be circular AoEs centered on different party members, along with line AoEs that you'll want to just sidestep out of. There will be several casters also that will be throwing out holies or blizzard and fire spells. For the next group, the monks, when they first appear, will do line AoEs that you'll just want to move past them to avoid. When you proceed to the second group, the dragoon will initially disappear, and then we'll do a large circular AoE before dropping back down onto the platform. The mighty Talos units that fight with you will do line AoEs before crumbling and being destroyed, so make sure that you're dragging the units into the line AoEs to get hit by both of them. For the first boss, when he casts Spectral Dream, this will just be a multi-hit tank buster ability that you'll want to heal through and pop a tank cooldown to reduce. Dash will do a very large circular AoE that will also put a marker on the platform that shortly before the AoE goes off, the boss will dash to the marker and then do the AoE around that location. So you'll actually need to make sure that you're out of the AoE centered around the second location. After this, he'll cast Spectral Whirlwind, which will just do party-wide damage, which you'll need to heal through, followed by marking all party members with a circular AoE that you'll just want to spread out to avoid overlapping the damage. It will then summon multiple chicken knives onto the platform that will do line AoEs, followed by casting Shadow Dash. This will cause him to mark 2 locations on the platform that he will do line AoEs from. So you'll want to position yourself in the third of the map that does not have the AoEs. The second time he casts Chicken Knife and Shadow Dash, he will mark 2 locations, instead doing large circular AoEs. So you'll want to make sure that you're positioning yourself and placement to avoid these. And then click the Fae portal to proceed on. In the next area, the Lord of the Linkstham Gale will come out to assist you in fighting these units. You'll want to make sure that you're positioning the enemy in his AoE to turn them all into toads. This will severely reduce the damage that they do, along with increasing the damage that they take. When they are in their normal forms, make sure you're watching out for their AoEs that they can throw out. The next group will have several caster type units, so you'll want to tank on top of the mages, avoiding all of the large AoEs that they will throw out. For the second boss, when she casts Absolute Dark 2, you'll just want to move out of the very large cone AoE. When she casts Necromancy, this will summon multiple adds onto the platform that will charge at different people. When she casts Twisted Touch, shortly after the adds will die, and then will explode shortly after that, so you'll want to make sure that you're positioning yourself away from each of the dead bodies. Necro Burst is the ability that will cause them to explode. She will then do several circular AoEs around the platform that you'll just want to move out of. These AoEs will leave a residual AoE behind them. She'll then summon 4 more corpses that will walk towards each party member. After a short period of time, will dash to the party members, locking them down. Afterwards, she will cast Necro Burst, causing them all to explode, so you'll want to make sure that you are spread out so that you do not overlap these AoEs. Chaos Storm will be party-wide damage that just needs to be healed through. The following Necromancy will have adds that will charge at you, along with ones that will crawl towards you and lock you down whenever they reach you, so you'll want to make sure that you're not standing next to the ones that originally died when you get locked down to reduce this damage. The next area will have more spectral units that you'll just want to watch out for their AoEs while tanking on top of the white mage, so that it is also hit by all of the party AoEs. Once the first 2 groups are dead, the doors will open up, allowing you to proceed to the next door. You can just kill this group of 4, as the next group will not spawn until this one is dead. When the next unit spun, the paladin will begin absorbing the damage for the other units, and you'll have to wait until the NPCs get rid of the paladin's ability and severely reduce his HP for you to actually damage the black mage and bard. For the final boss, when he casts Beastly Fury, this will do party-wide damage that will just need to be healed through, and also lock off the outside portions of the platform. Wild Anguish will be a group up AoE that you'll want to group up to split the damage. This will provide a magic up debuff that lasts for a few seconds. This will become important later on. Wild Rage will do an AoE that pushes you away from the point of impact, so you'll want to make sure that you're positioning yourself so that you don't get pushed into the outside platform. He will then mark every party member with a circular AoE that you'll want to spread out to avoid dropping them in one location. He will then cast Wild Anguish. You will need to stay under the pillars that were just dropped on top of you and make sure that you're spread out so that you're not Wild Rampage will cause an AoE across the entire platform that you'll want to get in the blue circle right before it finishes casting to negate the damage of. Do not stay in the blue circle for an extended period of time though. Raging Slice will cause him to face a random party member and begin charging a very large line AoE. You'll just want to move out from in front of him for each one of these attacks. He'll then do another Wild Rage, which will push you away from the point of impact, so make sure that you're positioning yourself in a position that you will not fly off of the platform. You will follow this by another Wild Rampage, so shortly before this ability goes off, you'll want to make sure to get into one of the blue circles, followed by the circular AoEs on every party member, and Wild Anguish after this. He will then cast Beastly Fury several times before going into another Raging Slice. But this should be it for the Hero's Gauntlet. I hope this helped everyone out. If it did, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.